very good morning and a happy Monday. It's election week in the US, something that we've been looking forward to for a long period of time. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Wealth. Three things that we are going to talk about. Stocks down more than 2% for October. China's October PMI fell slightly and the week ahead. The Dow declined on Friday, closing out its worst weekend month since March in the final lap of the presidential race. Volatility reigned in the week before November 3rd's contest. Investors have been spooked by record high virus infections, fresh lockdowns in Europe that threaten the economic growth, and a mixed bag of earnings reports from big technology companies. Dow was down 0.6%, pairing its declines in the session's final moments actually. The blue chip index shed about 6.5% for the week, marking its worst weekly performance since the height of the pandemic-induced market sell-off. The S&P was down about 1.2%. The benchmark index is now just 1.2% up for 2020. The Nasdaq was down 2.4%, falling sharply after the big tech reported. All three indexes suffered losses of more than 2% for October, their second consecutive month of decline. After a remarkable run since late March, stocks peaked in early September only to tumble on worries the market had run too far. So September, October have been back-to-back declines for the major indexes. US households boosted spending in September though, according to Commerce Department. But even as consumers increased spending since the summer, economists have expressed concerns that many have been left out of a recovery. In Europe, the stocks 600 edged up 0.2% after wavering between gains and losses for much of the session. Europe is once again at the epicenter of the virus pandemic, with the continent now recording more and faster rising deaths than the US in an abrupt reversal of fortunes. Fresh lockdowns by governments in response to the rising infection levels led by France and Germany are weighing in on the markets. In Asia, major markets ended the day sharply lower. The Kospi was down 2.6%. China's Shanghai was down 1.5%, and Hong Kong's Hang Seng also declined by about 1.9%. Nikkei 225 also shed about 1.5%. China's October PMI fell slightly, while consumer spending helped to lift services output, suggesting that the economic recovery remains on track. The manufacturing index eased to 51.4 from 51.5 in the previous month, beating the median estimate in the Bloomberg surveys of economists. On Monday, the more export-oriented Caixin Factory Index could also drop slightly to 52.8, but still comfortably in the expansionary side. So any print above 50 on the PMIs means there is an expansion that's happening. Exxon warned of about 30 billion of impairments on gas fields. The company on Friday posted a loss for the third quarter and is still struggling to generate enough cash to fund dividend payments and capital projects. Chevron reported a surprise profit as it slashed capital spending. Production tumbled to the lowest in more than 2 years. The CEO gave no prediction of when the industry outlook may brighten. Exxon seemed more optimistic about demand though. The week ahead, obviously the big event is the elections and how that will play out. But apart from that, we'll be looking out for a couple of other things. The RBA is meeting tomorrow and they're expected to cut their rates to 0.1% from the existing 0.25 and also pump up stimulus in response to Australia's weak labour and tepid inflation. The RBA could also lower its bond yield target and flag a long-term bond buying program. This is according to QIC. The FOMC will be digesting the election outcome as well, assuming there is one before they gather on Wednesday and Thursday. So economists expect no policy changes, but officials may discuss the impact of a Trump or a Biden victory and what that will mean to fiscal stimulus and how they could probably increase their asset purchases in December. The October jobs report this week, consensus is for the NFP to print 600,000, down from over 661 a month before. Though Bloomberg Economics expects a negative reading, citing decelerating trend, continuing unwinding of the census hiring and seasonal factors. The unemployment rate may fall to about 7.7 from 7.9. The earnings season marches on. We have companies that we will be watching out for would be Alibaba, Nintendo and SoftBank in tech. Aramco on the energy side. Pharma will be looking out for AstraZeneca and Bayer. BMW, GM, and Uber is also something on the auto front, and Hershey's and Peloton on the consumer side. That's the update. Stay safe and healthy. It's going to be an exciting week, I'm sure. So stay safe and healthy, and we will speak tomorrow.